You are strong when you know your weaknesses. You are beautiful when you appreciate your flaws. You are wise when you learn from your mistakes. That means a person who never made a mistake means never tried anything new. With this thought, I, Pooja Garg, welcome you all in my online classes for class 10th mathematics. And today I'm going to continue in this lecture, chapter number 2, polynomials. Before going to start, do like my videos, subscribe my YouTube channel, Power of Mathematics by Pooja Garg, and don't forget to press bell icon. And in this today's lecture number 8, I'm going to discuss extra questions based on chapter 2. Let's start.
Students, now I'm going to discuss few extra questions based on chapter number 2, polynomials. And under this very first question, and each and every question first of all is very important for examination point of view. So the very first question is, if one of the zero of polynomial a square plus 9 into x square plus 13x plus 6a is a reciprocal of other, find the value of a. So here we'll start the solution that let this polynomial be as px, which is equals to this, and if I will compare with its standard form, I will get the value of a, b and c as a square plus 9, 13 and 6a respectively. Now let alpha be one of the zero. So what will be the other zero? As according to question, it's a reciprocal of it, right? Reciprocal means 1 upon alpha. Now I'm going to use a relationship, product of zeros. I'm not taking here sum, because when I will take the sum, means alpha plus 1 upon alpha, I will get some quadratic polynomial in terms of alpha as well as a. So I'm unable to find the value of a. So we will use the, or we will choose the suitable relationship. So here I am using the product of zeros, that is c upon a. Now put the values. Product of zeros means alpha into 1 upon alpha is equals to 6a upon a square plus 9. So when we will solve it, I will get this expression, that is a square minus 6a plus 9, which is equals to 0. And if I will factorize, I'll get two factors, that is a minus 3 is equals to 0. And when I will compare this with 0, in both the cases, I am getting a as 3. It means the value of a is 3. Now see the second question. If the sum of the zero of the polynomial fx is equals to px square minus 4x plus 2p is same as their product. Again you read. Sum of the zero of this polynomial is same as the product. Find the value of p. So again let's start with the polynomial fx is equals to this, where a is p, b is minus 4 and c is 2p. Now according to question, what we have, sum of the 0 is equals to product of zeros. Put the values. Sum of zeros means minus b upon a. Product of zeros means c upon a. A here we can cancel out, okay, to reduce the calculation work. Now put the value of b and c respectively. After calculating this, I'll get p as 2. So final answer here, the value of p is 2. Is it easy? Yeah. Now see a similar type of question here. Question number 3rd. Find the value of k such that this polynomial has the sum of zeros as half of their product. Means sum of 0 is equals to half product of zeros. So again in the same manner we'll continue. Look at here this polynomial px. But here little bit I need to convert this into the standard form. So let us see how. First term as it is 3x square. Now in both the terms contains x. So what you will do, take x as common. So what is left with you? 2k plus 1. And these last two terms are what? Constant terms. So here what you will do, take minus sign as common. So when I will take minus sign as common, so what I get in bracket? K plus 5. So it means the value of a is 3. The value of b is 2k plus 1 and the value of c is minus bracket k plus 5. Now according to question, sum of zeros is equals to half of the product of zeros. Again in the same manner you just put the values. You can observe these steps. Minus b upon a is equals to 1 upon 2 into c upon a. Again when you put the values, a and a cancel out. When you solve it, you will get a linear equation in k variable. After solving it, what you will get? 4k minus k is equals to 5 minus 2, that is 3k is equals to 3, means the value of k is 1. Okay. Now see the next question number 4. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial 6y square minus 7y plus 2, means this is a polynomial. Find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta. Means I have already a polynomial this whose zeros are alpha and beta. But I need to frame out another quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta. So let us see how we will do these type of questions. So what you will do here, py is equals to what? 6y square minus 7y plus 2. When we will compare it with standard form, I'll get a as 6, b as minus 7 and c as 2. Now use the relationship. Alpha plus beta is minus b upon a, that is 7 upon 6. Alpha into beta is c upon a, that is 1 upon 3. Give this as one equation. Now I need to frame a quadratic polynomial. Let the quadratic polynomial be this, whose zeros are now, instead of alpha beta, I have 1 upon alpha and 1 upon beta. Now I'm going to use this only as sum and the product of zeros. See the next step now. Sum of zeros is 1 upon alpha plus 1 upon beta, which is equals to alpha beta. When we will take LCM, beta plus alpha. Now simply put the values of alpha plus beta and alpha beta from equation number 1. So here 7 upon 6 into 3 by 1, because of division I did reciprocal. So here what we will get, 7 upon 2. Next is product of zeros, means 1 upon alpha into 1 upon beta, which is equals to 1 upon alpha beta. Again put the value of alpha beta as 1 upon 3. So answer is 3. Now I need to frame a polynomial. So we already know this expression, that is k bracket x square minus sum of the zeros into x plus product of zeros. And here I took k because I have sum of zeros in fraction whose denominator is 2. To remove that denominator, I need to put the value of k. Now see, k into x square minus 7 upon 2x plus 3. Put the value of sum of zeros and product of zeros. Take LCM, I will get 2x square minus 7x plus 6 divided by 2. In this, you are going to put k as 2. To remove this 2. 2 and 2 will cancel out. So final answer is 2x square minus 7x plus 6. Okay. So in this manner, you can try some more questions. Now see the next question, fifth. Easy, simple, fine. So let's see how to do. If the polynomial px is equals to x raised to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 5x plus 3 is divided by x square minus 2, the remainder is ax plus b. And we have to find the quotient as well as the value of a and b. So let's start. This is px, this is gx. By using long division, we will divide it. So the way of division is same as we already discussed in the previous part of chapter number 2, polynomials. Okay. So with the same process, I got this remainder as 5x plus 1. And you can observe here the degree of Rx is less than the degree of Gx. So it means we cannot solve it further. This is only the remainder part. So it means this is quotient and this is remainder. But okay, one part is over. Quotient part is over, we got. But I need to find the value of a and b. So according to question, again you see remainder they have given as ax plus b. And I am getting remainder as 5x plus 1. Now in this case, I am going to compare according to question. Ax plus b is equals to 5x plus 1. Now on comparing the coefficient of x and the constant terms, what we get? See, the coefficient of x is here 5. Coefficient of x is here a. It means a is equals to 5. And see the constant terms. So it means b is equals to 1. Hence the values of a and b are 5 and 1 respectively. Now see the next question number 6. And again important question. What must be subtracted from this polynomial so that the resulting polynomial is exactly divisible by this? Means basically here in this case I will get some remainder part also. So I need to find what I will subtract from this px so that it is exactly divisible from this polynomial, that is gx. So take them as px and gx. Again by the long division you can observe step by step. So here the very first term is 2x4 divided by x square. I'll get 2x square. 2x square I'm going to multiply by all three. Then change the sign. Then subtract. This will cancel out. I'm getting after subtracting or solving, I'll get these terms. These two as it is. Now in next step again, this divided by first term, I will get minus 5x. Now minus 5x I'm going to multiply by all three terms one by one. I'll get this. Again you change the sign and subtract. Okay. This will cancel out. I'll get this. Now for the last step, 6x square divided by x square means plus 6. Plus 6 I'm going to multiply by all three terms. I'll get this. Means the remainder is minus 2x plus 5. Okay, and here you can observe again degree of Rx is less than the degree of Gx. Means this is only the remainder. Further we cannot solve. So now, question is this ki what we will subtract. Now if you will see simple numbers, okay, if I am getting remainder as suppose 2, okay, and I wanted 0, so what I will add, what I will subtract from it? Can you tell me what I will subtract from it? Obviously same number na, right? 2 minus 2 only, then 0. It means same this remainder I am going to subtract. So hence we can say that minus 2x plus 5 has to be subtracted from px so that the resulting polynomial is exactly divisible by gx. Means overall we can conclude that in the case of subtraction, directly we can subtract the remainder part from the px, means dividend. Okay. Now see the next question. Now might be this question arises in your mind that when the question is related to what should be added. So what we will do in that case? So let's see that question. See this last question here. What must be added to this polynomial? You can observe. So that the resulting polynomial is exactly divisible by a square plus 2x minus 3. Now again we will take this as fx, this as gx, means dividend and divisor, and I'm going to divide this by using long division method, and you can observe again steps all. So in this case I'm getting remainder as minus x plus 2. Now the question is I need to add something in it. So let's see this example again. Here now suppose remainder is 2. And I want 0 and I want to add something in it. So what I will add to get it 0? Yeah, obviously minus 2 I am going to add. Means what I did, I took negative of the number to get 0. So in this case I am going to add negative of the remainder. Negative of remainder means minus into remainder. So when I will open this, sign will change. So at last it means we have to add what? X minus 2 should be added to fx so that resulting polynomial is exactly divisible by this. Right? So students, please do proper practice and do written practice. Solve these questions one more time.
Kindly check PDF of notes in description box of each video. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.